Texas, Louisiana, Florida, Idaho, and Utah. And now I'm here in Tacoma, Washington. We're here with Chunkie, right? He's being called Chunkie. And he is one of the fanciers for rollers, right?
Correct.
So this is what we are holding today, rollers, pigeons. How are you doing today, sir?
All right, and yourself?
Well, thank you so much for letting me be here and interview you. And can you tell me something? How long you been doing this kind of hobby?
Well, I got into the competition part probably about 15 years ago, but
Okay.
I actually been raising pigeons since I was 9.
Okay.
Started with rollers. I got interested in some homers probably about 6 or 7 years ago, and I just couldn't keep interest in them. I just every time they would come back, no matter, I just looked at them as healthy park pigeons, you know. But even though they were good athletes, but I just couldn't get, you know, I don't know. I just waiting at home, waiting on them to show up. It just wasn't for me.
Yeah. Well, that's the beauty of this hobby, right?
Right.
You have lots of choices. If you want to be in the part of the racing pigeon, and if you want to be with the so-called fancy pigeons, and what is the category of the rollers? Is it fancy pigeons?
Well,
It's
I
also,
wouldn't put a pet. See, when I see people say we got show rollers, I've never heard of a show roller. You know, you got to show me what it do. Let them in the air and let us see. You know.
Yeah.
That's what you're gonna show me. You can tell me to do anything.
Correct.
You know, but just because the parents did it, don't mean it's gonna do it.
Yeah.
So you know, I'm gonna fly it and see if it do what the parents do.
So it's new to me though. But the thing is that back in Texas, I interviewed someone who collects different kinds of pigeons. Not only racing, not only homers, fancy pigeons, fantail, none, rollers, tumblers, you name it.
They're around.
Yeah,
They're around.
he got a lot of that.
They're around. Trust
So,
me. They're around.
so he's not contented with only one pigeon. He said, let me get all of them then. So now you are concentrated with the rollers, right?
Right.
Can you explain to us, and also, especially for our viewers, what is the competition part? How does it go, the competition part of the rollers?
Well, in MBRC, you got 2 flies. You got the 20 bird fly, then you got your fall 11 bird fly.
Okay.
And the 11 bird fly, each bird is judged individual.
Okay.
By the depth, the speed, and you know the amount of times it turns.
So there are judges.
Yes, you have a judge. We have a judge that goes around. And with the 20 bird fly, that one there is a little bit more competitive. Right there is, you can be on your A game with that, because right now you're being judged on the amount of breaks you get. And what I mean breaks is the turns and how many birds stop and break, and you know, when I say break, start spinning together. And to get a points for that, you got to at least have 5 birds minimum.
So
break.
it's like flying as a team also.
Yeah, it's a team of birds, and they want to, and when they break, they want to break as a team. Now you're gonna see some guys, they're gonna have 5 to 7. You see some guys fly kits, 17 bird breaks, 15 bird breaks, 18 bird breaks, and it looks good when you see that many pigeons rolling backwards out of the sky.
That's how they are being called rollers, right? Because back in, you know, when I was a kid, I have some non-racing pigeons. The only non-racing pigeon that I had was the German Beauty, that's it, or the so-called giant, which is the huge pigeon. When I moved here in the US, I was so amazed seeing this video about the rollers. And the judges was like, it's not, I mean, unlike with the racing pigeon, they will be tossed somewhere else and everything. No, it's not like that, right? The judges will go to loft, and then you're gonna release the bird. Can you tell us something about that?
Well, it's basically the judge go loft to loft. Come to your house, you pick a time you're gonna fly and release your birds. You try to pick a time what's best for you.
For you, what is the best time for you to?
Early morning fly or a late evening fly.
Okay.
You know, I have an understanding. We got some falconers in the area. I got 2 falconers in the area, and
Of course, we are Washington State.
yeah. So I had an understanding with these 2 falconers. Like one falconer, he flies bird in the morning after 7.
Okay.
Right? And I got another one, he fly his in late, only on the weekend. So I know, okay, I'm gonna let them fly that bird, and if I have a few didn't come out, I'll hit him, say, hey man, I got a few that ain't come back. Could you not let your bird out shit?
Do they fly really far or just around the loft?
You can stand just about anywhere in the yard and watch these rollers perform. Your bird, lets the wind push them off, and they fight in wind. Sometimes it'll carry them off. Sometimes a hawk will dot your birds up where the judge really can't judge, you know.
Because of the hawk.
Because of the hawk.
Yeah.
And then, you know, I see a lot of people that say the birds is flying on one wing. It's not your bird flying on one wing. He's so used to getting attacked, they gets looking one way to see where that hawk is coming from. He ain't flying on one wing because you fly my birds, they don't fly like that, but they don't get attacked like that either. And if I get attacked, I'm gonna lock mine down for a minute because you will become a feeding station.
So with the competition, how many birds you usually fly?
In 11 bird competition, you need 11 birds.
Okay, so there's a category of 11 birds.
11 bird competition, and then you had the 20 bird World Cup fly.
That's a World Cup fly.
That's a World Cup fly. That's where everybody all around the world, the judges is gonna go from here, South Africa, Australia, anywhere where there's members of the NBRC who's registered and paid for the fly they birds.
You know, honestly, the first time I saw the roller competition is northeastern seaboard. There, you know, I used to live in New York before.
Okay.
I did not really pay attention and whatnot because I called them drunk birds. You know why, right? Because when they fly,
they start rolling.
They keep on rolling and everything. They're like a drunk bird.
Right.
But they are really nice to see and nice to watch. You know, those kind of ability to fly that way. So how do you train your birds?
Well, you want to start them off young. Squeakers, when you take them for their parents, you want to get them in a training cage. I'll show you that here in a minute. And you want to get them, first you want to get them settled in.
Like this, it's like this is still a young bird.
My birds, these is young birds, and my birds are fairly tame. You see, they ain't fighting to get out of your hand.
Yeah.
You know, this is a Pigeon family. They're very, very calm. Very calm. Very, very calm birds.
So you settle them first.
Settle them.
Do you have your own kind of team? Like, okay, I'm gonna let this group fly together because they have a nice unison or whatnot, something like that.
Well, usually when I fly, like I got the birds that I'm breeding to fly in the NBRC 20 bird competition, and I know which birds is those because they usually breaking together. Okay. And so I mark their tail or something. So okay, and I put them to the side, and I just add to those. If you notice, a lot of my birds.
Yeah, they also have double banded.
I have my Loft band, and I got a date of birth band.
Okay.
And so, you know, the band's serious so I can keep my log in.
Yeah.
But when I breed my birds, I'll show you over here in the kit box.
And you're going to show us later how they fly, right?
Yes, I'll let some birds out. These birds ain't going to perform as much. They're young birds. They've been kitted now probably 4 days. Yeah. 3 or 4 days, but they're doing good. They doing good. They finna start trying to roll and ride their tails. Some of them will ride their tail, but they don't ride their tails long.
But of course, you know, we know some racing pigeon fanciers, we call it fanciers or racing pigeon breeders, that also has rollers, which is Rick Mee. Right. He is well known also about the rollers, right?
Just about all these homer guys got some rollers in the yard somewhere, whether it's to make their birds land when they come back, or it's another guy around the corner from here named Tony, from the Tacoma Racing Club. He didn't make it to the show a couple weeks ago.
But he also has some rollers, right?
Yeah, he got beautiful, beautiful home and racing laws, but you go right there, he got a kit box full of rollers.
So how can you determine that this is a roller? That, you know, because of course, if I don't know if this is a roller, I cannot really tell if, for example, I'm going to acquire it from someone else, and they're gonna be like, oh, this is a roller. So how can I tell that this is a roller?
Well, you know what? Don't give me the line. I look at the bird, and sometimes I look at a bird, and they look suspect because they don't look like my bird. Okay. I went to a guy's house one day, and I said, man, that's a big old bird. Why that bird tail so long? He said, it rolls. I said, man, that bird got a long tail on him.
So I know roller.
Yes, it rolled.
It rolled.
But I'm like, man, that tail, why his tail so long? And so I come to find out when they get with a lot of these colors for roller pigeons, a lot of these guys, they crossbreed out to other fancier pigeons. get the color, then they breed back into their roller family.
Okay.
And breed the
Oh, because they are just after with the color.
Yeah. I don't breed for color.
Yeah.
Anything I got by color is by pure coincidence.
You breed for the performance.
I breed for the performance.
There you go.
Yeah. If it come out any type of slick color, sometimes I take a picture. Here recently, I've had to contact Gene Geigo because I got this family from him like 17 plus years ago. And my Pinson family, and I never crossed it. I never crossed it because he said one day he may get back in the birds, and I say...
Because that's the problem, right? Like, you know, you try to crossbreed it just to get a color with a non-roller. There's might be a chance that it might not perform properly, right?
Right.
So I correct me if I'm wrong. I'm really no knowledge about the rollers. So there's a Birmingham rollers.
Birmingham
rollers, right?
Yes.
And then what are the other types of rollers?
Well, you got tumblers and
Tumblers.
Oriental rollers. They got Russian rollers. They got
With the competition, is there a certain kind of roller that you are supposed
in competition, the competition we fly, if it ain't a Birmingham roller, it ain't gonna be judged.
There
it can't
you
be.
go.
Yeah.
That's what I want to know.
Yeah, you have to have a Birmingham roller
to be judged.
If you want to fly in the World Cup.
Okay.
And they're not coming to your house saying, "Hey, what he flying?" Oh, they get there, they're gonna say, "Oh no, you got to be flying Birmingham rollers."
Yeah. So they are also pedigreed, of course, right?
A lot of people birds are pedigrees. A lot of them, a lot of people don't keep pedigree on their birds.
Okay.
Gene Geigo gave me 12 pairs of pure Pinsons, 514, all descendants from the 145 hen, descendants from triple X, and he told me how to breed them, and I follow his instructions on how to breed them.
Okay.
If you want something real fast and deep, breed this family together. If you want to do this and breed them together. Staying under the 20 to 30 feet, breed these together. So I try to keep it the way he did. But I did breed a lot of them for deep stuff. I like that stuff.
So pedigree is also important because that's how you track the family of the birds.
Yeah, you track the family of the birds.
Right. So like what you mentioned, these are the family that do this or do that.
Correct.
And then you can cross them or you can match them. So what are the qualities, for example, of the birds that you are looking at? Let's go for the physical quality first.
For when you're breeding, you that's when you get to looking for quality. You want to look for see, when a roller pigeon, you're gonna look for his quality in the air.
In the air. Okay.
He could look like $1 million in your hand.
Yes.
But is he gonna produce you what you want? Right? And so we pick our breeders from the sky, a lot of us. Or we get good birds from somebody who we know who have a good family of birds, a lot of people. They'll start off with a guy who got a set family of birds who's and just start with his family.
Yes.
And a lot of they don't take their time to build their own families. But after 3 years of breeding them birds, it's your family now. That's no longer his family. Are
you particular with the shape of the wings, the shape of the tail, shape of the body, those kind of stuff?
When I go for the breeding part, if it's got I look for my cock birds, I look for a strong, healthy cock. I'll show you here in a second. For example, they're gonna want to look at that black and white cock. Look how he's built, like he got an apple in his chest, right? And for my hens, I look for a smaller body style, but the same body style, small, nice round fit body, tail feathers on top of the tail. Like look at her, that bald head hen right there. Look at her.
And we're gonna show that later.
Yes.
Those particular kind of, and I am really, amazed how he keep his loft in here, and we're gonna be showing these birds how to fly, and he's gonna be showing us the quality of the birds. And by the way, can you discuss to us what are the types of feed? How do you take care of them?
I use during breeding season, I feed my breeders 17.5%.
Okay.
No corn. Keep them healthy. Keep them pumping. Keep them full of protein and a lot of calcium. Give them a lot of grit for a lot of calcium.
Yeah.
And
you provide vitamins as well.
Yes, I give my birds a little. I put red seal in my water. I don't get caught up in that spending hundreds and thousands of dollars on all that stuff. I came up under the old school guys. I keep bleach in the water.
Yeah.
I give my birds red seal. I do buy medication for a bird.
Do you vaccinate them also?
Yes, I do vaccinate once a year for worms.
Okay.
For worms and all type of other parasites, and I spray all my birds. All my kit birds, they get sprayed. My loft birds, they get sprayed on a regular. I use this stuff right here.
Okay.
This kills, you know.
This one. So
yeah, I like that one. Everybody got their choice to use. I like to use that.
We are advertising this product, so
hey, we ain't getting paid for this.
we ain't getting paid for this, okay? But this is the one.
But this is the one.
This is for the poultry, which is, you know, considered birds.
Birds, right?
Yeah, chicken and everything like that.
And so with that, you know, that's for mites, flies, lice, all that. You know, I try to keep that stuff out of my loft. I hate going to a bird show and you pick up a bird and handle it, and a pigeon fly run across you. Be like, what the? You about to throw that bird inside the show. You be like, oh man, let me put this bird back in here.
Like what I mentioned to you when we first met in the Tacoma Racing Pigeon Club auction. I have racing pigeons for military veterans. Actually, it's not really only for racing pigeons. It is pigeon hobby that, you know, we use this as emotional support leisure.
Man,
so how these birds helps you, like emotionally, mentally, and can you share us something about that?
I really can't see me living without my birds. I've had birds all my life. I mean, I was just talking to my mom yesterday. I said, Mom, when haven't had birds? She said, you've always had them. Once
all
you
your
got
life.
Them, we move.
You moved from California, you mentioned, right?
Yes, I came here from California. There's not a place I never had birds at. I came here, birds came with me.
So you compete also in California, of course.
In California, it's a lot more local competitions too. You know, you got like just about every weekend you're going to see some birds fly. You know, you hear about a certain club, they flying, they got some open table invites. You show up and see some birds fly.
Nice.
You know.
And like what I mentioned, our soldiers who would like an emotional support leisure, they can also utilize this for their emotional support leisure. And if ever there's a veteran that would like to get involved into this type of hobby, you're willing to provide guidance and support.
Yeah. I mean, like I had help ever since I was growing up. Since I was a 9-year-old kid, people giving me birds. It's like, here you go. They probably gave me their call, something. I didn't know. I was just happy to have me some rollers in the backyard. You know, but you know, if you want to get into competition, you know, I could lead you in the right direction. I wouldn't give you my family per se that I'm working with, but I have a few families in my yard that I've created myself.
Okay.
If you see, I have a few lofts.
So now, before we fly the birds, Chunkie will show us his loft. We're gonna have a loft tour with Chunkie.
All right.
So, okay, Chunkie, can you tell us something about this loft here?
Right here, this is a loft here. I got a couple of my family pairs in here, but the rest of these are foster parents.
Okay. So is this a flyer's loft or?
This is a breeding loft.
Breeding loft.
Yeah, I got a bunch of foster parents in here.
Okay.
Come on in.
There you go. So here. So these are the babies in here.
Right. There's some babies here. This is a cockbird. He on eggs.
I like the color of this.
Look, he just got some babies just hatched today. If you step up in here, you can see these babies. They just hatched today. Look right here. They just hatched.
Of course, it's like the same 18 days, right?
Yes. He's on eggs. She's on eggs. She's on eggs. See this cockbird? This is one of my birds that from my family of birds. Go back to hen 145. Nice, tight, round body. This bird rolls really fast. And this
is a cockbird.
This is a cockbird. See those tickings? That's one way you could tell if this is a cockbird. Hens usually don't do that. Now, I have had hens through my Pinson family that throw me brown tickings, which a lot of people don't see anymore.
So with that, can you grab it again? With that, or can you grab another bird that we can explain the type of the body that you are looking.
All right, this is a hen.
Okay.
Nice little small apple body. You know, tight body.
And then with the wings.
With the wings, you know, as long as they sit up, I don't really like too many when they drop down like that. Remind me of fantail pigeons.
Yeah. Can I hold that? You're gonna be my cameraman?
Oh, yes.
Okay. So I'm kind of really new, and I need to get used to holding a small body bird. You know, because with the racing pigeons, they are really big.
Twice that size, right?
Twice, sometimes 3 times of the size of this. So they are really small. And one thing I can tell, they are so tame.
Right.
They are not like but they are curious. Look at this, they are curious.
But then you have to remember, every bird in these lofts I bred.
Yeah.
So from whistling from babies to making it to adults, to traveling from California, you know.
So they even came from California, huh?
Some of them. Yeah, some of them was bred here and took to California and then came back.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Nice. This one I like. This is like I like this one, the one in the bottom.
Oh yeah,
That's awesome.
He's
Is that a cockbird or?
Yeah, he's a cockbird, foster parenting.
Oh, those are the babies.
Here go some babies that's finna come out.
Look at this. And you're going to train them.
Yes.
And
these are nest mates here.
so this one, look at this. It has a feather on the foot.
Yes, they like feathers. Some of the pinsons did that. These would be called really stockings. You got some with a bigger feather, they'll be called feather fuzz, but this is just stockings on the bird.
So that doesn't have any problem with the flying and everything, right?
The eyes, none of that. Had nothing to do with the performance.
It's all about the characteristic of the bird.
Flying, when it's flying, that's what I go by in the body style when I'm trying to breed from it.
So look at how tame these birds are. And look at this one. So do you like golden color or something like that? Or?
No, that goes, I was talking to Gene Geigo about that, and he told me how that came back and where it came from. And so every now and then, I'm gonna pop those colors up.
This one, right?
Yes, and every now and then I'm gonna pop some of those up out, and those are coming from blue checks.
It came from blue check?
Yes.
And it pops up like this?
Yes.
That's interesting.
Those came from blue checks. This solid blue check hen right here. Let me see, can I get her?
Like that one?
That solid blue check hen right there with that green band.
Yeah.
That's her. Those are her babies.
Really?
Those are her
And
babies.
it produced golden like that. Oh, this one.
Yeah, those are her babies.
And these ones, look how tame they are.
Those will come off a check too.
I like the white flight.
Those come off of a check with white flights, a black check with
So
white
with the
flights.
racing pigeons, they will smack you right away if you do this, even though they are babies. But these ones are so tame.
Here go a couple of more.
My kid's gonna love this, petting this.
Look at this. Here go a couple of more.
Oh, I like this one. I love this too. Look at the color of that.
Yeah, this is.
So when are they gonna be ready? These
here probably
babies?
be out of the nest, out in the training box in another 2 weeks.
Another 2 weeks.
Those right here those 2 red ones I just showed you. They'll be out. They'll be out here in the next week or so. Those birds.
How often do you feed them?
The breeders, they eat all day.
All day.
All day.
The flyers?
Flyers, they get a little bit in the morning after they fly, and then when they come in that evening, they get another little portion, and then back in the air at 5 a.m. again.
Oh, okay. And then when are you planning to ban this?
And it all depends. About 7 to 8 days. About 7 to 8 days. It all depends how they're being fed up. About 7 to 8 days.
How do you keep the babies healthy? Of course, keeping the breeders healthy, but how do you do that?
Keeping the breeders healthy, keeping them, with water, plenty of food.
Plenty of grits also.
Grit, keep grit. Got to keep grit. This time of year I use garlic grit. Got to keep grit in the cage. Got to keep that grit.
Nice.
Got to keep grit.
And you can even collect those grits in the beach, right? No, the shells.
Yeah, you can go get oyster shells and grind them up yourself. Or just go in and buy you a bag of Winner's Choice. This ain't number $13.
Yeah, to save you some trouble.
Save you some trouble with tearing up
Can you tell me something about this? I like this too here.
Those are nest mates.
Okay.
If you see on someone with, I tell you what color bands go where. That's how I know who it goes back to.
So they own that already.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, because that's a permanent markings there.
Because the cockbirds usually have been in the same spot, and so I know who's fostering who.
So what's the double band for?
That gold band is my Loft band.
Okay.
Say Chunkie's Loft, and it got my number on there if the bird was to get lost.
And the purple band is?
It's a year band. It's with a series numbers where I could keep in my log book for my pedigree.
And then we're gonna go to the other loft, right?
Yes.
So this is the breeder's loft. We're gonna go to the other loft. Okay.
We'll get that middle one last. Because it's more light in that one.
Let's save the best for last.
Yeah, it's safe. Now,
and you were pointing something here earlier.
Okay, come on in.
Okay, I'll be here.
Come on in. Pull that door behind you.
Yeah. And you are pointing a cockbird here earlier.
Yes. For example, here's the cockbird I showed you earlier today. I want you to feel how you feel holding.
Yeah, let me. You're gonna be my cameraman.
Yes.
Ooh, this is nice. I like this. You should call this Chunkie.
Now I'm gonna show you another one. See, that's a breeder.
This is a breeder.
And he's off my direct family.
See how calm they are. But the good thing I like it is they are curious.
Right.
You know, that's a characteristic of a pigeon, being curious. But this one doesn't want to be held. He's compared to the other ones that I held.
He's a little old and stubborn.
Yeah. How old is this one?
That bird, he's 6 years old, man.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's 6. He's born in 2018 or 2019.
Still a good breeder, huh?
Still a good breeder, man. He's pumping.
That is the cockbird.
Now this is a cockbird. I want you to feel how his body feel.
This one.
I want you to feel his body.
Oh, this is the chunky one.
This is.
I like the body of it. This is like a racing pigeon body.
But you feel him?
I like this one.
That's a good bird, good roller.
So,
those was his babies you seen over there.
I like the body of this.
Yeah.
Apple body. You know, in the racing pigeon world, I can say this is like a Huben, because that's one of the smallest breed.
Okay.
So what is the characteristic of that one?
This one here, you feel his body? Look at his body. You see he got the tickens?
Yeah.
You seen his son had the same tickens. You know,
So is he one of your champion birds?
Well, he's one of my good breeders. He ain't never run no champs or nothing.
So you don't fly this one anymore?
No.
Okay.
Only time these birds will get fly again, if they quit producing and go sterile, or she can't lay eggs no more, back to the kickbox to your flying days.
Is that the one that I held earlier? It's kind of mean.
No, that's a cockbird.
Oh, okay. It's kind of attack the other bird, you know, so territorial.
Yeah. Feel his body.
Let me see this one.
Feel his body.
This one is nice. I like the color.
Yeah, feel his body.
What color do you call this?
That's a blue check saddleback.
Saddleback.
Odd wing saddleback. You got one white wing.
I like this one.
That's a blue check
I
odd
like
wing saddleback.
See, this one doesn't want to be held. This is a mean boy there. Do you name your bird also?
Nah, I don't
No,
name
I'm
him.
gonna name this one Mean.
Hey, listen,
Mean.
I think when you start naming them, that's when you start losing them to the hawk. I'm gonna quit naming them.
Well, you don't fly this one though, so I'm gonna name this Mean.
Here's his daughter. Here's some babies that just hatched today.
Oh, nice. Awesome.
And this is off my family here. This is that bird you just held. This is one of his granddaughters.
What color do you call this?
This right here would be considered like a black and white odd wings grizzle. It's got a grizzle, grizzle back.
That's what I'm about to say because this is grizzle.
Yeah, it's grizzle, but you see he's got the same body style print as the grandfather, but it's got grizzle and the grandfather got blue check.
It's like a semi-saddle kind of thing.
Yeah, it's the saddle with the grizzled saddle.
Nice.
Right, but yeah, that's that bird you just held's granddaughter.
So how many breeders do you have?
Well, I have 6 pair of breeders in each box, in each loft. But I also have 4 pair of foster parents in each loft as well.
Mm-hmm. But even though they are kind of so-called prisoner, they still have, you know, viewing.
Yeah, they're always in Avery.
Avery. And then you have nesting box here. These are the quiet ones there. Look at this.
There goes some babies here.
And then these are babies in here.
There goes some more right here.
So look at the babies. It's really nice. And you have more here. Oh, this one is ready to fly.
Yeah, they'll be getting pulled this.
This one reminds me of my kid's old bird. We call this one Ginger, and that one is Spotty. Yeah, we had that bird. It's a muleman kind of racing pigeon.
And this is their mother right here. Look, she's a red check.
Nice. Oh, that's the mother?
That's the mother. She's a red check.
Wow. If I'm gonna have a bird, I'm gonna acquire this too. That's a nice color. It just reminds me of my kids' birds before when we were in Texas.
Yeah.
Nice. And you're gonna show us the middle loft, right?
Yeah.
What is the story about the middle loft? Why
My middle loft is goes back to Pinson's.
Okay.
And I've never crossed them, and I don't even have foster parents over there. Mm-hmm. I don't even have foster parents over there.
Are these prisoners also?
Yes.
Okay.
They'll never fly again. Come on in.
Okay.
It's a little smaller in here,
Yeah.
but
Look at this.
all this goes back to Bill Pinson.
That is a famous breeder, right?
Pinson, who's brought the roller pigeons to California back in like the 60s and introduced them to a lot of guys.
This one is kind of feisty. Look at that cock. Yeah, that's what you want. Protecting the... Oh no, is this a cock or hen?
That's a cock bird.
Yeah, protecting the hen.
Yeah, that's a cock bird.
I can tell that you're always here.
Yeah.
You are always here, I can tell, because how they react to the people.
Yeah. See, to me, they just calm, right?
Yeah.
See, all these birds in here, this is one big happy family in here.
Because if the birds are not really used to people, they'll be flying everywhere. They are not. See this.
The black and white bird that you've seen over there, those is all his kids. He's a Pinson bird. All those birds, all these go back into Pinson.
Nice. And they have a small aviary, door in here.
Yeah.
I can go outside and have a fresh air or sun.
Only time I keep the Pinson families out of this loft into one of the other lofts is when they've been paired up for a few years. And I know that the hen is stubborn and he's stubborn and they're only gonna mate with each other.
This one is nice, the gold one. Is that a baby? Yeah, that's a baby. Yeah.
And that's his mother right there.
That's the mother.
A black check, a
So
blue check.
that's the funny thing, right? It's different color and then they will produce different color. It's funny because I gifted a bird before from someone to someone, and because it's a different color of the parents, and they told me like, no, that's not the bird. No, it's not like that, right?
You see her? Those are her 2 squabs down there.
See?
Like this baby jumped out the nest somewhere, from probably up here.
But I'm saying this one this is her mother, right?
Yeah.
See, that's a different color. That's how it is. They can produce a different color.
Yeah, you see this hen? Look at she.
Oh, that one is a feisty one.
And then look, you see she's a black self, right?
Oh, that one, I like the gray color.
A dun.
You call it dun, right?
Yeah, that's a dun.
Nice.
And it looks like it's gonna be a cockbird. See the tickens?
Nice. So how many approximately babies you have that being prepared?
Right now,
You lost count?
No. Within the next 2 to 3 days, I have 11 that I'm finna put in back over here with the rest of these is being trained.
Okay.
And they'll be going inside, and then I'm gonna let them sit in there for about 4 days, and then I'll start putting them in the settling cage up top, the training cage. They're a little younger, so they'll follow the older ones, so I don't have to leave them in there as longer. They'll follow suit.
So if there's someone seeing this video and want to acquire some birds from you, you're open for like negotiation for selling and everything like that, right?
Or I'll give them some birds. As long as they pay for the box and the shipping, I don't have a problem with giving somebody a couple of pairs of birds to go
help
home
out,
and start breeding them and make your own family.
Yeah.
You know, create your own family where you don't have to say, hey, I got Chunkie's birds. You can say, hey, I got my birds. Where you can say you got them from me, but hey, you can say, hey, these is my birds. You know, if you know all my birds, you see even my breeders, everybody got my name on their leg.
And now you're gonna show us how these birds perform their acrobats, right?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Well, these are squeakers, so they're not gonna do too much performing. They just start kidding.
Okay.
They might get try to do a couple of backflips, but let's go see what they do for us.
Okay.
Going over there by the kid box.
Oh, this is the competition box, right?
Yeah, these are called kit boxes.
Oh, the kit boxes.
Yeah, these here are already, this kit here, just a few of them in there that's not for MBRC flying.
Okay.
And some of them
are these settled here?
No, these are all settled.
Okay.
But right now I will fly these. These is already in they roll, performing, breaking, and they rolling really deep.
Okay.
They molting right now.
Yeah.
So I ain't gonna stress them and put them in there. So we're gonna fly these young birds right here. We're gonna get these young bird team 2. This is team 3 right here.
Okay.
I still got about 11 more babies to put in here with these guys.
So this is what I was talking about earlier. So you divide them by teams, right?
Yeah, sometimes.
For the better performance that you select.
Or like how I do it is this. For the 20 bird fly, I'm picking like I already got 7 in there. That's for that 20 bird fly.
Okay.
I got 7 of them already in here, and they all breaking together. They all related. They all siblings. They all breaking together. So now.
So they have the fly the same.
Yes. When they stop, they all gonna start rolling together. I got 7 in there that roll together every time in that kit. So now I need to build up to get many more to break at the same time. And so that's what I'm doing. I build my kits up. And then I got my kits that I fly for my enjoyment. Just for some deep spinning stuff.
So this is the team.
That's team 3 right here.
And then this is the team.
That's team 2.
Team 2.
And it's gonna be their first time out. This ain't their first time out. They training. They've been kitting up for like 3 days now. We're gonna go and shoot these birds up.
Okay, I'll be here.
You wanna get them coming out?
Yep.
Cha! Cha!
Look at this.
They'll come back around.
Okay.
Might want to go in the front by this table. You can get a better view. Right here, you better.
There you go. Better.
This is a young team. They're not going to break too much, or you're not going to get too much performing. They're young. I don't know how long they may fly. They may fly 10 minutes.
But that's the thing with them. They don't really go far away.
Right. Okay, somebody just flipped.
Yeah, I saw that one.
Somebody hit a flip. But the key is to get them to roll together. We got
there you go. I saw that one.
Yeah. But you want at least a minimum of 15-foot roll for competition.
So the judges comes here and you let him go like that, right?
Yeah, shoo them in the air and you get so long and then you put them on. You tell him what time you're going to put your birds on. You say, all right, on.
So how many judges are there? Like, you know,
He usually, it'd be a judge and he have an assistant like standing there with him that's helping him count.
I think that's the farthest that I can see them.
Right, yeah, they kind of, that's the wind kind of pushing them out a little bit. But they'll come back in here in a second.
There's no rolling happening there because it's kind of way too far.
Yeah, and these is young. Like I said, it's like they 4th time in the air kitten. They're still squeaking. They trying to come into the rolls. You see, you got 1 or 2 of them to turn a flip.
Yeah.
But the key is to get them all to start rolling together. But they only been kidnapped, like I say, like 3 to 4 days now.
Okay.
They was all over the sky a couple days ago.